Hi, everyone. It's so
Hi.
fantastic to see all three of you with the Jalsa poster in the background. And it's just amazing. I've been, tuning into the strength of these two women and the wonderful man who had the guts to actually put them together. So, I mean, whatever time you guys have taken has not been wasted. I've been trying to cook like Shefali and trying to think. Welcome to India Currents. And
Thank you.
since I think we are outnumbered, I would like to start with Suresh first. Suresh, how are you?
I'm all good, excited for the release.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, it was so fantastic to see that Tumhari Sulu. I was reviewing it yesterday and I fell in love with it over again.
Thank
And
you.
this, I'm sure, is going to be another fantastic venture. So, can you tell me about Jalsa? So, are we celebrating Jalsa, or was a Jalsa going on when something happened? Or can you tell us what Jalsa is to our viewers in America who don't understand what Jalsa stands for?
Jalsa actually stands, I mean, if you go as per the dictionary, I think it will be a congregation of people definitely coming together for a celebration. Okay. The word Jalsa has a relevance in the film, okay, but that can come only, I mean, but you'll realize only when you watch the film. Other than that, Jalsa is about, how do you say it? It's about an incident that happens, or rather over here, an accident, which kind of it has multiple truths around it. Okay, and there are lives connected. Of course, the protagonists are Vidya's character Maya Menon and Shefali's character Ruxana. How their life at some one particular point uh, they cross each other. So it's a simple tale, but then it's got multiple layers and multiple lives attached. For me, it's Jalsa because it's a congregation of lives that come together. For me, it's Jalsa because it's a congregation of ironies that come together, and above all, my two fantastic actors coming together.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really nice interpretation of Jalsa. I mean, I had not thought of it that way, but I was very curious. But thanks for sharing that. And it's going to be released on 18th of March, which is Holi.
Yes.
Yes, and I'll be watching it actually in San Francisco. I'll be in San Francisco that day,
Oh, lovely.
watching it with some of the India Currents staff and family. So I'm
Lovely.
excited.
Lovely.
Um, and anything you before I take the mic and the girls don't give you a chance to talk, would you like to say how you put the two girls together? I mean, they are awesome, both of them.
Exactly the reason. So as I always said, I was born in the 70s, so purely I like titles on my film, and so every time when you think about a title and then you have Vidya Balan, Shefali Shah, you just feel that you're doing the right thing. So
Exactly.
the
It
greed
just
of
gives me
bringing,
goosebumps to have both of them together.
ask me about it. I don't have it
Thank
here,
you.
but I have it.
Yes, so I will, ask you questions one by one. And Vidya, I had an opportunity to talk to her last year for her movie Sherni, and
That's
I was
right.
just blown away with that. And I'm sure
Thank
she's going
you.
to just surprise me so much this time. I think you play an investigative journalist in this, Vidya.
Yes, absolutely. Um, I play a journalist. I wouldn't qualify her as an investigative journalist, but she runs a news portal, a digital news portal. And she's someone who chases the truth no matter what the cost. She takes great pride in her job. And yeah, so that's the answer to what you asked me. Sorry. I was about to divulge more, but why?
Yeah, yeah, no. Don't tell us more. I
Yeah.
mean, I was trying to compare you in my head with our Anderson Cooper from CNN, who is
Ah,
right now in
yes.
Kiev,
Right,
he's always chasing truths all over the world.
right.
And I mean, it's a very traumatic time, but,
Yeah,
my heart and prayers go to all the people who are chasing truth in this day and age and have been
absolutely.
doing for so many centuries.
True,
So,
absolutely.
thank you for that. And I will ask another question to Shefali, if I may.
Sure.
Shefali, you are just such a fantastic person. When I look at you, and I think of some of my friends in Bombay when I grew up, and I feel so bad that I'm so far away from all of them. In you know, I had a friend who was like a Tulu, and she's settled in Bangalore. And when I look at your hair, as I think of her and her mother, how she used to put so much oil in the hair, and the hair was so glorious. And I always had a short haircut. So I wish I could, be reunited. But with you, I mean, you are so fantastic. I can never forget that character Ria from Monsoon Wedding. I mean, it's like as soon as I close my eyes, I mean, I can see her talking to the guy. And then, this Dil Dhadakne Do, like lying on that Turkish bath and talking to Priyanka and giving her mom advice at that time. It was just stunning. I don't know how you do so many versatile roles, and you're like so calm and like contained in yourself, and at the same time you have these nice dancing Bharatnatyam eyes. So I mean, it's just amazing. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to just again wow us with your performance in as
Thank you
Ruksan.
so much. But I don't think I'm calm and contained from any angle. I just put on this. I managed to pull it off, pretending like I'm very poised and I'm in control and I know everything. And but thank you for such. I mean, you're very very kind. Thank you.
Well, you're so sweet, and I mean, I am just so blown away by both of you and the director who's managed to put you together. Because I don't know how you guys find the time and the energy to pour yourself into these diverse characters and make them so real. I mean, I can only play myself, and I know I'm different with my mom and with my dad and my sister and my son and my daughter. And at work as a physician, I'm different. But you guys play such diverse roles which you could have never even imagined. I don't know how do you do that, Shefali? Would you
Well,
like to?
that's my calling. That is my
Yeah.
calling. I love it. And,
Yeah.
I keep saying this in my interviews. If I wasn't an actor, I'd definitely be suffering from MPD, multiple personality disorder. I mean, I want to be different people. And what better way? I want to be different people. I want to live different lives. And I'm living vicariously through what I do. So I don't
Yeah.
know anything else. I don't know any other way of doing it.
I mean, it's so rich, like you could find yourself in pages of so many storybooks. I mean, I just today I've been feeling kind of, I'm like depressed about myself. I'm like, what have I done? Look at these young girls, and look at the way they are soaring, and what a legacy they're going to leave behind. So I'm really proud of you. Can you
Thank
tell
you.
me about your character, Ruxana?
So Ruxana she works in Maya's house as a cook. Maya and Ruxana have a very professional relationship. Maya understands how important Ruxana is to her house, to her son. Ruxana thinks very highly of Maya. She really respects her. She somewhere wants her own daughter to grow up and be like Maya. And they both have a sense of pride, not ego, but they both have a very, very strong sense of pride. And Ruxana, in spite of coming from lower strata, she is very comfortable in her space. She's not bitter about it. Yes, she's aspirational, but she sees those aspirations coming true in her child, in her children. And, and the main quality about her, which I guess is of every woman after she becomes a mother, is that she is fiercely and ferociously protective about her children. And she'll go to any length to protect them. And I think somewhere I think the way Ruxana thinks is, I have nothing to lose. You know, so
Yeah.
that's what Ruxana is. And then how one incident changes lives of everyone around. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay, all right. I mean, that's good. That's good. And I'm glad that, I mean, there are so many women day to day we see. I mean, we see these women in Ukraine now who were like ballerinas and now they're becoming, something different and they're transforming. So women have a lot of resilience and power. And I'm so glad that you're bringing that out. And I would ask something to Vidya because I know Vidya is going to reveal it and not let, Suresh is not going to let her, but I'm going to try. So Vidya, tell me because you got such a ebullient, like a bundle of joy kind of personality. So I'm doing some muska on you. So can you reveal a little bit of the poster? The poster is like so intriguing. One person's eyes, are closed and the other person's mouth is closed. And
You know,
is it that duct tape you guys have put around?
it's
Tell me.
almost like um, a common thread that binds them,
Uh-huh.
which sometimes doesn't allow one to speak the truth, and at other times
Yeah.
it doesn't allow you to see the truth.
Uh-huh. Nothing to do
That's
with
perfect.
I can't say more. So, but if you
something.
ask me about the poster, I think it's been very impactful, therefore, because everyone has their theories about why we have this duct tape around my mouth and her eyes.
Yeah,
When you see the film, you'll enjoy it. You'll understand it. So I don't want to decode it for you at this point. Sorry.
I know. I'll keep on thinking about it. I'll
Yeah.
keep on thinking about it, as are so many people. Has it some connotation to Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi's monkeys? I mean, those people who could not, nothing to do
No.
with that, huh?
No,
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 nothing.
no, no.
Krish? No, no,
No,
no.
nothing at all. In fact,
Nothing to
the
do
credit
with
of this poster should go to the poster agency. Marching Hands, they've done a brilliant job. And it says only what should be said, it shows only what should be seen.
Yeah, you are a very cryptic man. I can see that. I mean, and can you tell me, Suresh, about some fun incidents shooting on the set of Jalsa or something, some takeaway or some anecdotes you would like to share?
There are many, but I think unfortunately we were just shooting immediately after the second wave. And the
Yes.
second wave was kind of tapering, and the world had
Mm.
slightly opened up. And so it wasn't the easiest of times when it came to the regular shooting. We were constantly on the edge, testing every day, wearing masks. So it was not a very, I mean, physically it was not comfortable. Okay, but my producers, especially Vic, about Abundancia, they really kind of made sure that we were well taken care of. Of course, in terms of incidents, there are many, but I always say that for me personally, uh, the the day when Vidya and Shefali and Rohini Hatangadi ji was on set, and I was supposed to direct a scene. That was a day which I can never forget because all I wanted was I didn't want to get exposed because it's very easy to write characters and very easy to cast people, but when you see them in flesh and blood out there waiting for your instruction, it's not an easy job. It's like the amount of experience they all have, I think you really need to be well prepared. So but that was fun. I mean, just to see them together. For me, just the idea of having these fantastic women in my film kept me charged, to be really honest, because that's the reason why I make films. I thrive on my actors, and that's, I, I think that's what takes me to a set every day. Apart from that, I think
Yes.
in terms of incidents, there were, yeah, I can't remember because it's very, it was a very grueling schedule, and
Yes.
yeah, but we didn't allow Vidya to laugh so much.
Vidya. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the best part about her is her laughter, she
But
just
so
lights up
both
the
of them,
room.
they are like, I mean, they have this persona of an intense and serious actor. You should walk
Yeah.
into the set once just to see what happens. and I had to
Yeah, I
constantly
can
play
imagine.
music to get them into the
Uh,
mood. I was technically in a beast mode, okay,
uh,
and how much ever I wanted to have fun on set, I didn't allow anyone, I guess. Yeah.
that is hard. That must have been hard. So, I mean, did they follow directions? You're a director, so I guess your job is to direct. So these two ladies, they did they follow directions, or you gave them a free hand
You should
to
ask them, but if you
improvise?
really ask me, I think I was
Yeah, no, I'm
best
asking you because बाद में
best
जाके तुमको बोलेंगे
नहीं
कुछ
नहीं नहीं नहीं
कुछ.
मैं I was best actor in the role of a director. See, I had, it's very simple. I follow this very simple theory that always hire people who are better than you.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
Mm.
so I cast my crew, I cast my actors, and I'm very greedy that they don't just listen to me, okay, and they get involved in it. And the body of experience that they have, okay, they can easily decode what this bald man wants, okay,
Yes.
and it that way it was a cakewalk. It's just about constantly keeping an eye for that. I shouldn't get carried because when you have two fantastic actors, you can constantly get carried away. That do like
Yes.
this, do like that. Okay, so there I had to be less involved. I had to be more objective about it. I hope I've done justice to their talent. That's my only prayer.
Yeah, you are so humble. I mean, and
No, it's a
it takes a
fact.
lot of strength to be humble. And I'm sure, I mean, I would just be carried away. I would just be blown away if I were in their presence and just let them do what they want to do. But to be able to focus on what your story really wants and, just nudge them in that direction, I mean, that takes a lot of power. And I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. And are there any humorous things also, or it's all dark, thrilling, like how the world is like? There's no humor in the world now.
No, no,
All,
no, no, not.
all
I
what
think
is
it's
going on in
lifelike.
the world,
It's
it's
lifelike.
like that.
It's
Hmm.
lifelike. So, it's about everyday observations. Okay, so there are lighter moments, but it's not like if you compare it to Tumhari Sulu, definitely it's not that. Um,
Hmm.
so I actually refuse to call it dark. I would call it lifelike, and I'll try to keep it engaging because dark has got different connotations. Okay, and I definitely don't want to because that's not the space which I kind of operated into purely from a narrative sense. I think its attempt has been to make it engaging and entertaining and in your face. There are no pretense about the narrative.
That's wonderful. That's really great. I mean, that's what it is. Life is what it is, and you can't sugarcoat it or you cannot make it. I mean, I get like weirded out when I see some things which are too dark. But, life itself, if you just tell, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. So, if you try to tell the truth, I mean, you'll find so many interesting layers in that.
In
So,
fact, we have an
Vidya,
actor from America
oh, you
in our
do?
film. Yeah, it's there's a boy with a wonderful boy, Surya
Yeah.
Kasibatla. Okay,
Oh,
so he is a part of a film. He's a 13-year-old boy, and he came all the way from America. He
oh, that's
has
great.
he has cerebral palsy, but and what an
Oh,
actor, what
sorry.
a
Yeah.
lovely soul. In fact, that's what we can say. Should definitely speak
Mm-hmm.
to him.
I think I saw him in the trailer. Didn't I see a young boy who's saying something, "Mere ko candy de doge to
No, no,
main."
no.
No,
No,
that is some
Okay,
other.
that's another boy.
That's another boy
it's another boy. Yeah, I
who
did see that
also
in
is
the.
very good.
Fantastic, yeah,
Yeah,
Shafeen.
fantastic.
Yeah,
But
that was.
Surya is the star of our
Yeah.
film. We
Oh, that's
love
awesome.
Surya.
Yeah, I have some friends whose kids have cerebral palsy, so it's hard. So, Vidya, anything you want to add about your layered character? I mean, um,
No,
did you find it difficult to plunge into this role? I mean, I'm sure you don't find anything difficult looking at your big array of films you've done.
no, I think I was nervous about this one in particular because she's so restrained, she's so held in. Um,
Mhm.
and she's almost inscrutable. So for someone like me, that's a bit difficult, because You can read me very easily.
Yes,
So
yes.
I think there was, and like you said, there are many layers to her, but I don't want to unravel them for you here because the fun of it is in watching it. I know this is a bit vague in an interview to be constantly saying this, but we don't really want to give any spoilers
No, no,
before
no.
you watch the
Sorry,
film.
ma'am, can we wrap with this one?
Yeah, I appreciate whatever you've shared, and I think that's just fantastic. You've given us wealth of information, and you've been so kind. I'm sure it's a very busy schedule, and thanks for taking the time. And thank you from India Currents, and thank you so much from me. Wish you all the best, and see you on Jalsa, and hopefully you'll find my review, and wish you all the best for future success for so many other ventures which you have
Thank you,
going on.
Thank
Monita.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you
you
very
speak
Thank
much.
you so
beautifully, so
much.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's a joy to do an interview with you. Thank you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. All the best.
Thank
Bye.
you.